From the WKYC studios, this is Go.
Well, now to homework struggles, I think all of us parents can relate.
Absolutely. It may all come down to timing. The biggest mistakes that people are making, that's coming up. Welcome back. 6:13 on this Wednesday, and we are now in the month of November. So we've been back to school for a while, but kids and parents are now in the midst of homework stress. Between activities and projects and then daily homework, sometimes families feel like they're drowning. On this week's Mom Squad, we talk at length with nationally renowned parenting educator Laura Linn Knight about how to time up doing homework according to your child's emotional needs.
And so to come straight home and just launch into the homework routine can just be really taxing and tiring on them. And what I hear from a lot of families is they're sick of the power struggle that ensues because of the homework. So parents are saying, you need to do your homework and you need to do your homework now. And then the children are pushing back, or maybe they're not, but then they're getting whiny and you don't want them to be whiny. And then all of a sudden, there you are. You haven't seen your child all day. It's finally an opportunity to connect with them, to spend time with them, and you're in an argument or you're in a fight. And we don't want to be that way as parents. We don't want to have that dynamic with our children. So giving them some space and time before they enter in is going to make it easier for you too.
Laura says this is true whether you have a first grader who needs to just play Legos when they get home to decompress, or a high schooler who has gone through a lot of social and emotional stress during their school day. So the big question, what about if you have sports and other activities that dictates your homework schedule? Laura and I talk all about that. You can watch my entire conversation with Laura Linn Knight on WKYC Plus, which you can find on Roku and Fire TV. You can also see her advice on when to ask your teacher or school for help. We have the full episode on your WKYC YouTube channel if you don't have Roku or Fire TV. Now, something else that we talked about too, because if you're constantly butting heads and you're constantly feeling like you have to beg your child, I think a lot of us, especially this time of year when there's extra candy in the house, you fall into those bribes of like, come on, just if you finish your homework, then I'll let you have a piece of candy, or you say, if you do this, then I'll let you do that. Sure. And so we were talking about, is that right? Again, it depends on your child, but she was talking about, and she gives great advice on really take that moment as a parent and make homework fun. Like, try to do something that makes the homework a fun time and a bonding experience for you and your child, and you might start to see a different attitude toward homework.
Right.
So we cover a lot. We talk for a half an hour, so you'll be able to find that there.
And that can develop into a routine, because routine, I find, is just so important.
Comfort. There's comfort in routine.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're around the dinner table discussing homework is what ends up happening.
Yeah.
And then we laugh because, I might not know an answer.
Oh, gosh.
And my kids know more answers than I do.
Yeah.
I'm just being totally transparent. Yeah. And I did,
study
the periodic table like they are.
Yeah,
but you forget these things. You forget.
Thank goodness for Google. Yeah. Like my poor parents, when I'm like, can you help me with my math homework? They didn't have.
But it is. Google. You're right. The bonding. And,
yes.
You had to go to the library for the encyclopedia.
Yeah.
Right.
I know.
The library. Do we go to the library anymore?
Oh my goodness. Well.